I'm sure you guys may have heard of this case. I've been waiting for the day where this would actually happen to someone annoying like FouseyTube or Vitaly, but they're a little smarter. They fake their pranks, so they're safe from the dangers of doing a real prank. So to get you guys warmed up about the situation, a prankster got what he deserved. He was shot trying to harass a Uber Eats or some kind of delivery company driver, and it's a damn shame the prankster is still alive, unfortunately. Now this turbo dickhead is a unemployed internet panhandler. I usually include a link to the guy I'm talking about's channel, but since I don't approve of his dog shit channel, I'm not gonna give him the attention he don't deserve, even though it can increase the traffic to my video. Now I'm going to play the whole clip of this prankster harassing the driver until he got shot. But before I do, subscribe to my channel. I upload about once a week for now because I'm busy with my studies and work. But please do so I can show you more people with no common sense.
What?
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that mean?
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Get on my face and call cops on. Stop.
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop!
Finally, we have one proven way of silencing a YouTube prankster. I wanted to find the full clip that shows the post events, but I couldn't. Maybe it doesn't exist. I just want to explain why the driver is in the right when shooting the guy. First off, the harasser is freaking tall compared to the delivery driver, and I know what you people may think. Oh, size don't matter if you're trained to fight. First off, the guy's a delivery driver. He's broke. No person with a lot of time in their hands will have the luxury of training in some form of MMA. And second, the tall guy also has two other friends with him. So that's an issue for any professional fighter, even if he was trained. The delivery driver clearly was scared, and I can assure you, if this internet panhandler was half his height, he wouldn't be doing these pranks and harassing strangers. Because he's tall as shit and he's intimidating, he has no problem harassing people that he's a stranger to. Because he would be scared shitless if he was short as hell, harassing strangers on the street, or in the mall in this case. So after the police came, they arrested the driver, robbing him of his precious time that he could have used to work more hours, but because some internet panhandler wants some fame at the sacrifice of innocent people, Alan Coley, the driver, or the gunman that was protecting himself, suffered. They went to court, and surprisingly, Alan was found not guilty. I said surprisingly because in this age, gun owners are condemned, and it turns a judge of the case biased against the gun owner, even though it's a constitutional right, and even though if Alan, the driver, the delivery driver, did the right thing. Now, I said this prankster has parentless behavior because I'll show you why by showing you this clip actually.
At the end of the day, you know, we respect what the jury says, and my family and I are just grateful and thankful that I have my son here, and nothing else matters right now, and that's it. I want to thank the prosecutors, the Commonwealth prosecutors, Miss Jones and Eden Holmes. They did an outstanding job presenting this case, and we couldn't have had it any better. And regardless of the outcome, you know, the jury's the jury, and we totally respect how our law plays out, and this was the outcome today, and we respect that.
Yeah, Tanner,
Yeah.
let's go. Just real quick,
Well, the mom seems cool with it. It's almost like she doesn't really care. It's almost like she wouldn't miss him if he's dead. Which is why I say it's parentless behavior, because the guy has parents. Doesn't mean he was raised by parents at all. The mom seems out of touch with reality and didn't care about the whole mess. You can tell she's disappointed, but it does look like she knows her son did wrong, but it also looks like she's not going to bother with correcting his behavior. And as for his father, he didn't make a video, but he talked to the news outlets saying his family was harassed. This is, well, surprise, surprise, it's the internet. Dad acting like he don't know why his family is getting scrutinized after harassing a stranger, wasting his time and trying to play off the whole thing like it's no big deal. The father quotes, "How do they think that they're on some high moral ground to cuss somebody out whose son was just shot?" Well, your son was shot because you never performed any parenting. Unless your child is a psychopath that is just wired to harass strangers for no reason, then he should be in a mental institution. But he's a normal person that was uneducated by his parents, so that's why he's acting like an asshole. He also said his son is, quote, a good kid that doesn't have a mean bone in his body. Clearly that's wrong. His son is an asshole, and all he does is ruin people's day for his internet fame. A very mean and selfish behavior. He then pointed out that there is nothing wrong with a prank channel and said Ashton Kutcher had a show called Punk'd, so it's okay for people to just prank each other. Yeah, this is a horrible point used to protect your son's reputation, because anyone with any common care or sense would not like that show. I didn't like that show, even when I was a toddler. One episode I remember in particular was Zach Braff. He's the main character from Scrubs, and the prank was that they would show graffiti on Zach's new car done by a kid that got turned down after asking Zach to buy alcohol for him. Zach, when he left the liquor store and saw what happened to his car, he flipped his lid on the kid and almost murdered him. I know moral high ground people are going to say, wow, it's just a kid. You just let them do whatever they want. They're just a kid. A kid knows better. When I was 7 years old, I already understood the concept of treating people the way you want to be treated. If the kid wants to graffiti a car, I think he should get an ass beating. And if a kid did that to anyone's car, they deserve an ass beating by the victim, by default. I feel like that's a proper punishment for kids, because, you know, people that don't hit their kid, the kid's not going to learn. They're just going to do whatever they want because they can get away with it. So the father of the idiot adult child, instead of protecting your child, you end up making the matter worse by showing everyone that you are clueless and never parented the 6-foot turd that is harassing people on the streets. Luckily, Alan has a sense of justice and decides to press charges against the YouTube celebrity with harassment charges. I'm sure he's gonna win. I hope he's compensated for the time lost while he was jailed and booked for court and all that crap that is involved with the process, and the trauma of shooting someone without knowing they may be dead or not. For some people, if the criminal deserves to be shot, don't mean the gunman protecting himself enjoys the idea of shooting and potentially killing someone, even though if he's in the right. All in all, I hope this kid goes to prison for around 5 years, and his parents are going to get away with this for sure. I have no doubt about that, because, you know, like parenting, like, you cannot really punish a parent for being bad parents. So I hope the internet annoys them for the whole time while his son is in prison. If that ever does happen, that would be great if it does. Although, yeah, I just doubt it's going to happen. He's just going to have a criminal record, realistic speaking, and then he's just going to revert to his original typical unemployed behavior. And with that being said, I said enough. If you like my videos, subscribe. See ya.